Welcome back. I'm going to read a little passage in the BYNV. It's a fellow they call John, but his real name is Yahusha. And in this book, we read in chapter 15, 10 verses that are very important. And it's all about gardening and living water and abiding in the vine. What are we abiding in? You're going to see it's his commandments that we're supposed to be abiding in. And pastors have not taught this. Let's get this underway here. This is what Yahusha 15, verses 1 through 10 read. I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. Every branch in me that bears no fruit, he takes away. And every branch that bears fruit, he prunes, so that it bears more fruit. You are already clean because of the word which I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch is unable to bear fruit of itself, unless it remains in the vine. So neither you, unless you remain in me. I am the vine, and you are the Natsarim. He who remains in me, and I in him, he bears much fruit. Because without me you are able to do nothing. If anyone does not remain in me, he is thrown away as a branch and dries up. And they gather them and throw them into the fire, and they are burned. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, you shall ask whatever you wish, and it shall be done for you. In this my Father is esteemed, that you bear much fruit, and you shall be my pupils. As the Father has loved me, I have also loved you. Remain in my love. If you guard my commands, you shall remain in my love, even as I have guarded my Father's commands and remain in his love. Okay, what happens when a person departs from the way and does not obey? They're not abiding. The root bears the branches, and if it abides in the vine, it bears fruit. It isn't their fruit, but it's Yahusha's fruit. And it shows love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and all the fruits of Yahusha by guarding his commandments. We've been taught by pastors not to obey, because that's earning something. That's not what it does. It manifests to the whole world who we belong to. And we obey him because we love him, and he helps us to obey him by his indwelling spirit. If we do not obey him, then he will not give us his ruach, his spirit. Acts 5:32, you have to obey him. If you don't obey him, he's not going to give you his spirit, because the spirit is only given to those who obey him. Who is he? Well, he's the Father in a body. And the Father shed his own blood to purchase us. Acts 20, verse 28. Yahusha named us Natsarim, branches. He said, I am the vine, and you are the Natsarim. That's at Yahusha or John chapter 15, verse 5. By naming us his Natsarim, Yahusha meant we are the branches of his teachings, his instructions, his Torah. He instructed us to go and immerse the nations in his name and teach them to guard everything we were commanded to guard. Now, what are his teachings? His word, the living water, the living word, the one that will abide forever. By naming us his Natsarim, Yahusha meant we are the branches of his teachings. His teachings are his Torah, his word, that we're to live in and bring into the world and teach. His word, or his teachings, is the living water. And they flow throughout his branches, giving life to the branches and bearing fruit, his fruit. And they flow throughout these branches with the purpose of bearing his fruits in us. We will dry up and wither if we do not remain steadfast in the vine. And he is the vine. And together with him, our head, the root of the vine, we all work together to bear good fruit, and lots of it. We've been taught otherwise, though. This is love, that we guard his commandments, and they are not difficult. Now that's at 1 Yehuchanan 5:3 and 2 Yehuchanan 1:6. The mind of the flesh does not want to obey, nor is it able. When we obey, we receive the Spirit of Yahusha. Otherwise, we can't. Remember Acts 5:32. The Spirit is only given to those who obey him, not who pray to him and ask him to do stuff that we want. That's not what prayer should be. Requests, yes. If it's in his will, then we will pick up on that. He will put the thought in our head, what to pray for and who to pray for. Because of the increase in people being taught to violate his commandments, lawlessness increases and love grows cold. That's why we have wars, robberies, people killing one another. The commandments bear the fruit of love for Yahuwah and our neighbor. Christian pastors have essentially poured gasoline on a fire while explaining to their adherents that the more they give to spread their message of belief without obedience, the more people will be delivered. How's that work? Yahusha did not tell his Natsarim to spread that message, but to repent and obey every word that proceeds from the mouth of Yahuwah. How they can be deceived so easily is amazing. Yahusha is not behind the Magisterium, the Inquisition, or any of the daughters of the harlot of Babel that has been produced by this mother. Fire is coming on the Eretz to remove all things offensive to Yahuwah. One of the reasons Yahuwah brought the flood in 1656 Anno Mundi, that was the year of the world, upon the Eretz was due to the continual violence going on between his creatures. Dictators should note that fact. In the pre-flood world, the fallen ones left their estate and interacted with human women, manipulating the genetic composition and inhabit their offspring. Yahuwah regretted that he created them. When Yahusha returns, he will restore all things, because everything's going to be burned up. And the wolf will lie down with the lamb, and the lion will eat straw like an ox. That's really what it says. We know things are growing worse today with the manipulation of genetic materials in plants, animals, and humans. The disobedient are growing more and more disobedient. And very soon, Yahuwah will scorch the surface of the Eretz and arrest the beings causing the destruction of his creation. That's recorded in Yashayahu or Isaiah 24. The day of Yahuwah, or the day of Yahusha, it's coming, burning like a crematorium. Malachi 4, 6 little verses to read. It's because they're not obeying the commandments. Thanks for watching this, and remember, Baruch haba b'shem Yahuwah. Blessed is the one coming in the name of Yahuwah. Join NatsarimLife.com, and we'll see you in the next exciting video. Bye.